Hey people, it's Larry, and welcome to the series where I slowly but surely build the 5 nights at Freddy's pizzerias in the Pokopia. Yippee! Since there's a bunch of games and I'm simply just a girl that doesn't want to go completely insane just yet, I'll be separating these videos into multiple parts, so if there's a particular area or game you're looking forward to seeing, please be patient. I promise I'm trying my best. And before we hop in, allow me to introduce myself a little. If you're new here, hi, I'm Larry, and I'm an anime artist that occasionally tries to craft stuff. I've been into art and gaming for basically all my life, and these are some of my favorite IPs. Please tell me somebody recognizes EDF or OnStars. I only recently started posting to YouTube consistently, so I apologize if my videos and editing skills appear to be shoddy or lackluster, cause, well, I'm a noob, and cause I'm still trying to find my footing on this platform. The dream is to be able to do this kind of stuff and other art for a living, so any support on the channel will be greatly appreciated. I may not be able to pump out videos quickly right now, but if this were a full-time thing, I could probably make the Pizzaplex in a day. I'm lying, I wouldn't do that. Please don't ask me to, I don't want to lose my mind just yet. But I am hoping to one day make Big Number go bigger, cause I think it'd be pretty epic.
Like and subscribe please and thanks.
If anyone has any feedback or friendly critiques on my channel, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, my sister's name is Kro, by the way. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So to start off, I wanted to make sure I had a good idea as to what I was about to get myself into, so I found the map from FNAF 1 and made some edits to it. Since the original game doesn't really give much information about the building other than what's needed to play, I'll be taking some artistic liberties with parts of it. Hope you don't mind. For starters, I decided to put the entrance here just because I thought it looked nice. I also wanted to add a parking lot up front just to make it look like an actual establishment, but the layout of the rest of the map will be the same. Also, just so you guys know, I didn't end up making an extra backstage area, so you can just ignore that part. But with my basic layout figured out, now I just needed to gather the materials. A lot. I needed a lot of materials. As you could probably guess, building something like this was going to take a lot of material. And this was a relatively new cloud island I created, so we had nothing to start with. After thinking it over for about 20 long seconds, Kro and I decided to start creating environments and gathering materials while waiting for things to spawn. I didn't actually record any of that, but we ended up spawning about 70 Pokemon by accident, so whoopsies. As for the materials, we figured we'd be 3D printing a bunch of stuff or just crafting things that required Pokemetal, so we went to none other than a Dragonite Dream Island. After we got some materials, I was planning on starting with the parking lot, but then I realized something. Parking lots have asphalt, which is in the game, but to make asphalt, you need concrete, and to get concrete, you need to crush limestone. We didn't have a Pokemon that knew crush. So to fix this issue, I decided to take after none other than good old pt.1. I started hunting for children. I mean, cause these ones are super easy to spawn in cause it's just one fossil and, well, you understand, right? I didn't find any kids. We eventually spawned them in, but that's only because Kro went to her own island to take a picture of their fossils. But now that we had some crushes and asphalt, it was time to start making the parking lot. I wanted the building to look like something you might actually run into IRL, which is why I included the parking lot in the first place. I honestly wasn't sure how exactly I wanted it, but I figured I'd just put some stuff down and fix things along the way. Not bad. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself. But it was looking like I could use some decoration, so I figured I'd add some plant stuff at the sides. And done. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And here's a nice little pan of the whole thing so far. But with the parking lot out of the way, it was finally time to start the main course. Now for the building itself, I decided to put down the layout of the entire pizzeria with the leftover white rock I had from scavenging Pokemetal. That way, I would know exactly how big the rooms would end up and I wouldn't have to worry about needing to change the size of a room later. Here's what I ended up with, and here's a side-by-side with the FNAF 1 map. Mine's a little bit longer, but the rooms are still in the same spots. Looking good. Now I could start actually building up the rooms. I was thinking of trying out bricks for the walls and stuff, and I didn't have bricks, so I had to take a detour. I ended up not needing the bricks, but this is what I used for the entrance flooring. Nice. After that, I started making the wall for the building to help me see just how big it was really gonna be. Then I started putting the base for the entire outline of the building. If I can be honest, I was just kinda stalling at this point because I didn't actually know how to start it, but I got that done and now it's time to put up some walls. Kro and I were initially worried about how we would approach the checkerboard pattern since we didn't know of any black and white checkerboard blocks, but Kro ended up having an idea. Yep, we're lining these walls with TVs. Yippee! Is it gonna take more materials than we anticipated? Yep. Is it also a bad idea for an old pizzeria to have this many TVs on all day and on parts of the wall that kids could easily reach? Yep. But hey, it's Fazbear Entertainment. You can't tell me they wouldn't do this. I'm just following their example. But with the wall pattern figured out and me installing some more with the exterior wall, I finally started putting up the interior walls. And here's what I ended up with. The back hallways and security office aren't done, but it'll be done eventually. But now that I had walls up, it was finally time to start decorating. After even more stalling, I finally had a decent chunk of the dining room done. Whoopee! I did end up adding a little prize corner on the back though, just because I thought I looked a little naked. I added a register so there'd actually be stuff there occasionally, and this is how it started turning out. I like this corner. After a little extra decorating, this is how it turned out. And here's what it looks like with brighter lighting. I started to work more on the outer wall, and this is what it looked like. Then it was back to adding extra decoration and hoping things looked good. Kro also helped with fixing the walls to make it look a little closer to the game. And after adding in dozens of TVs, things were really starting to come together. Good job, team! I changed the wall behind the monitors to be black, and then our walls were looking spiffy. I also ended up moving Vulpix here cause, well, you know why, meaning Pirate's Cove is now complete. Don't worry, Vulpix, I can't read either. And here's a look at what's been completed so far on Up on a Mountain. Cool. When I was flying back to the building from that mountain, I noticed that the parking lot was kind of too close to the building, and if cars actually existed, they probably wouldn't be able to pull into those front spots, so crisis averted, you can park your car now, you're welcome. Oh, and I also had Kro make part of the roof, so here's the footage for that. Ta-da! Other than needing a sign, some decorations, and the rest of the roof, the front is done. After that, I ended up filling in the ceiling, and this is what it looks like. The ceiling will be changed later, so just pretend it looks pretty. After adding some more decorations, I finally started on the backstage area. I figured this room would be pretty easy to finish, and I was right. I painted the walls, added some iron racks, painted the floor, and just crammed stuff in that I thought some crusty backstage room would have. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, there will be plushies. They just take a bunch of rare Pokemetal to make, so it'll be added in later. And with that room finished, I was basically done with the rooms I wanted to finish for this video. I added some lights, and other than needing to change the ceiling, I was done. Multiple hours of mine and Kro's weekend well spent. Hooray! I also added some more stuff, but now it's time for the walkthrough. If you made it to the end of the video, then thanks for watching. I'm currently working on finishing the rest of the building, and I'm aiming to release part 2 by next Friday at 7 PM Central Time, so if you want to see how the whole thing looks at the end, then make sure you stay tuned. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe, please and thanks. I'd really appreciate it. Other than my Tears of the Kingdom Color Hunt Challenge video, you should totally go watch that please. This one took me and Kro a while to get done, so any support would be greatly appreciated. Here's Kro's socials, by the way. She does a bunch of claying resin stuff. Go check it out, please. This has been really fun to work on, and I'm excited to get started on the next pizzeria. In case you missed my post about it, I'll be spacing out when I do these. As much as I love FNAF and Pokemon, I don't want to get burnt out by doing this too quickly, so after part 2 comes out, I'll likely have other art videos in between, but I hope you'll still look forward to the future videos. Make sure to keep an eye out for my shorts though, cause when I'm prepping to post FNAF 2's pizzeria, it'll be posted there first. Okay, that's all from me. Until next time, bye bye.